Greetings, devoted fans of Days of Our Lives. Welcome back to the TV Days Drama Digest, your trusted source for all things scandalous, suspenseful, and downright sensational in the world of daytime television. If you tuned into yesterday's heart-pounding episode, you're likely still reeling from the electrifying debut of a new character who stormed into Salem's iconic town square with an air of mystery and authority. Who is this enigmatic figure, and what secrets does he carry? Buckle up, because we're diving deep into the whirlwind that is Foster, the bookstore owner who's already shaking up the lives of our beloved Salem residents. Could he be more than he seems? Could he, dare we say, be connected to the legendary Stefano di Mera? Let's unravel this tantalizing mystery together. A dramatic entrance in Salem's town square. Picture this. The bustling heart of Salem's town square, where secrets linger in every corner and drama unfolds with every passing glance. Yesterday's episode delivered a moment that had us all on the edge of our seats. Julie Williams, the matriarch we all adore, found herself cornered by the newly affluent and ever-scheming Gwen Rizek. Gwen, dripping with her signature blend of venom and ambition, was mid-tirade, her words sharp enough to cut through the thick summer air. But before she could land her final verbal blow, a newcomer strode into the scene with the confidence of a lion and the gravitas of a seasoned warrior. Enter Foster, the mysterious owner of a quaint bookstore in Salem, who shut down Gwen's theatrics with a single, piercing glare and a commanding presence that left her speechless, a rare feat for the silver-tongued troublemaker. Foster didn't just intervene. He owned the moment. With a voice that carried the weight of untold stories and a demeanor that hinted at a past steeped in shadows, he chased Gwen away without so much as a second thought. The square fell silent, save for the gasps of onlookers and, let's be honest, us viewers at home. Julie, ever the picture of grace under pressure, thanked her unlikely savior, but Foster's cryptic smile and swift departure left more questions than answers. Who is this man? Why did he step in? And what brings a bookstore owner to the center of Salem's chaotic web of intrigue? The answers, dear readers, are far from simple, and we're here to dig into every juicy detail. Meet Foster, the man behind the mystery. So, who is this Foster, and why has his arrival sent shockwaves through Salem? According to the whispers circulating in the Days of Our Lives universe, Foster is the proprietor of a cozy, unassuming bookstore tucked away in one of Salem's quieter corners. On the surface, he's a man of literature, surrounded by dusty tomes and the faint scent of aged paper. But as any Salem resident knows, nothing in this town is ever as it seems. A bookstore owner? In Salem? That's practically an invitation for hidden agendas and buried secrets. Foster is brought to life by the immensely talented Miles Anderson, a veteran British actor whose career spans decades and continents. While British audiences may know him for his commanding performances on the stage and screen, American viewers might recognize him from his memorable roles in shows like Constantine, where he brought a supernatural edge to his character, or It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where he showcased his knack for sharp-witted comedy. His film credits are equally impressive, ranging from the dazzling lights of La La Land to the brooding intensity of Joel Coen's The Tragedy of Macbeth. Anderson's versatility is undeniable, and his casting as Foster is no accident. The Days of Our Lives team clearly wanted an actor who could embody both charm and menace, a man whose every word and glance could hint at a deeper, darker truth. Anderson's portrayal of Foster is nothing short of mesmerizing. From the moment he stepped into the frame, his piercing blue eyes and measured cadence suggested a man who's seen more than he lets on. His accent, a refined blend of British sophistication and worldly weariness, adds an extra layer of intrigue. Is Foster a scholar hiding from a troubled past? A man of secrets masquerading as a simple shopkeeper? Or could he be something far more dangerous? The possibilities are endless, and Anderson's nuanced performance ensures that every scene with Foster is a masterclass in suspense. The Stefano Di Mera connection. A theory that ignites the imagination now. Let's address the elephant in the room. The theory that has every Days of Our Lives fan buzzing with excitement and suspicion. Could Foster be none other than Stefano Di Mera, the Phoenix himself, risen from the ashes once more? For those new to the Salem saga, Stefano Di Mera is the ultimate puppet master, a man whose shadow looms large over the town even in death. His knack for defying the grave is the stuff of legend, and recent episodes have dropped tantalizing hints that Stefano may once again be among the living. The timing of Foster's arrival, coupled with his commanding presence and mysterious aura, has us wondering, is this the return of the Di Mera patriarch in disguise? Let's break it down. Stefano Di Mera is no stranger to reinvention. Over the years, he's donned countless personas, from suave businessman to shadowy mastermind, all while orchestrating chaos with a devilish grin. The idea of Stefano posing as a bookstore owner isn't as far-fetched as it sounds. After all, what better way to slip back into Salem unnoticed than by assuming the role of a quiet, unassuming intellectual? A bookstore, with its labyrinth of shelves and quiet corners, is the perfect place to plot, scheme, and observe. And let's not forget that Stefano has a history of using seemingly innocuous fronts to mask his true intentions. A quaint bookshop could be his latest chess move in a game that spans decades. But why Foster? Why now? The clues are subtle but compelling. Foster's intervention in the town square wasn't just a random act of chivalry, it was a calculated display of power. He didn't just stop Gwen, he silenced her, leaving her visibly rattled. That kind of authority isn't born in a vacuum. It's the kind of dominance Stefano has wielded time and time again. Then there's the matter of Foster's bookstore itself. In a town like Salem, where every location seems to hold a secret, remember the tunnels beneath the Di Mera mansion. A bookstore could be a treasure trove of hidden compartments, coded messages, or even a secret lair. Could Foster's shop be a front for Stefano's latest machinations? The thought alone sends shivers down our spines. Of course, this is all speculation. Delicious, pulse-pounding speculation. There's always the chance that Foster is exactly what he claims to be, a newcomer with a passion for books and a knack for standing up to bullies. But in Salem, where trust is a luxury and betrayal is a way of life, we can't help but suspect there's more to Foster than meets the eye. The Days of Our Lives writers are masters of misdirection, and Foster's introduction feels like the opening act of a much larger drama. Whether he's Stefano or someone entirely new, one thing is certain, Foster is here to stir the pot, and we can't wait to see what boils over. The layers of Foster, what we know and what we suspect. Let's take a closer look at what we know about Foster so far, and what we can infer from the crumbs the show has left us. Physically, Foster cuts an imposing figure. Tall and lean, with silver-streaked hair and a wardrobe that balances scholarly tweed with a hint of cosmopolitan flair, he's the kind of man who commands attention without raising his voice. His bookstore, described in passing as a haven for rare manuscripts and first editions, feels like a character in its own right. We can't help but imagine its dimly lit aisles, lined with leather-bound volumes and the faint creak of old floorboards. It's the perfect setting for clandestine meetings or late-night discoveries, and we're dying to see more of it in future episodes. Foster's interaction with Julie and Gwen offers another piece of the puzzle. His decision to protect Julie, a beloved figure in Salem, suggests a moral compass, at least on the surface. But was his intervention truly altruistic, or was it a calculated move to gain Julie's trust? After all, Julie's connections to the Horton and Brady families make her a valuable ally, or target, for anyone looking to make waves in Salem. And then there's Gwen, whose newfound wealth and ruthless ambition make her a formidable adversary. Foster's ability to shut her down with a single look speaks volumes about his confidence and, perhaps, his experience in handling dangerous players. Could he have crossed paths with Gwen or someone like her before? Then there's the question of Foster's past. Miles Anderson's casting suggests a character with depth and complexity, and we're betting that Foster's backstory is a tapestry of triumphs and tragedies. Is he a man running from his past, seeking redemption in the quiet life of a bookseller? Or is he a predator in disguise, using his charm and intellect to manipulate those around him? The Days of Our Lives writers have a knack for crafting characters with layered histories, and we suspect Foster's story will be no exception. Perhaps he's a former operative, a scholar with a dark secret, or even a long-lost relative of one of Salem's core families. The possibilities are endless, and each one is more thrilling than the last. The bigger picture, Foster's role in Salem's ever-evolving drama. Foster's arrival comes at a pivotal moment in Days of Our Lives. Salem is a town in flux, with old alliances crumbling and new rivalries emerging. The DiMera family, in particular, is at a crossroads, with Stefano's legacy casting a long shadow over his heirs. If Foster is indeed Stefano, his return could upend the power dynamics in ways we can't yet predict. EJ, Chad, and the rest of the DiMera clan would face a reckoning, forced to confront a patriarch whose influence is both a blessing and a curse. And what of the Brady family, who have long been Stefano's adversaries? Foster's presence could reignite old feuds, drawing battle lines across the town. But even if Foster isn't Stefano, his impact is undeniable. His bookstore could become a hub for Salem's residents, a place where secrets are traded as freely as novels. Imagine Nicole stumbling upon a cryptic journal in Foster's shop, or Rafe uncovering a hidden message tucked between the pages of a rare book. The possibilities for intrigue are endless, and Foster's role as a newcomer gives him the perfect vantage point to observe and manipulate the town's power players. And let's not forget the romantic potential. Salem is a town where love and betrayal go hand in hand, and Foster's charisma makes him a prime candidate for a steamy storyline. Could he catch the eye of a Salem veteran like Kate or Marlena? Or perhaps a younger character, like Sierra or Allie, will find herself drawn to his enigmatic charm. Either way, Foster's presence is sure to spark fireworks, both in the heart and in the heat of conflict. What do you think? As we wrap up this deep dive into Foster's electrifying debut, we want to hear from you, our fellow Days of Our Lives fanatics. Is Foster the Phoenix reborn, or is he a fresh face with his own agenda? What secrets do you think he's hiding behind those piercing eyes and that cryptic smile? And how will his arrival change the landscape of Salem? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.